A very good afternoon to all our viewers and welcome. This is Lunchtime News. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studio here in Colombo. I'm Joel Outscoon on Lunchtime News. Let's start off with a look at our headlines. A special meeting between the President and the Maratagahamula Rice Producers Association. Deakin University Awards and Honorary Doctorate to Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. V.K. Sasikala found guilty of corruption by Supreme Court. Verdict ends run for Chief Minister. Michael Flynn quits as U.S. National Security Advisor. We start off the news with our lead story this afternoon. Now, a meeting is scheduled to take place between the President and the members of the Maratagahamula Rice Producers Association today. Chairman of the Maratagahamula Rice Producers Association, B.K. Ranjit, added that the discussion will be held to resolve some of the pressing issues pertaining to the production of rice in the domestic market. Now, the chairman also denied the accusations pertaining to rice stocks being concealed. And on to more local news this afternoon. The Auditor General's Department says that circular establishing officers conduct investigations regarding capital expenditure incurred regionally will be issued today. Auditor General Gamli Vijay Singh said that 623 billion rupees of capital expenditure spent by the government last year will be investigated. Investigations will assess the status of the completion of project work undertaken using these funds. A report will be compiled following the investigations. Meanwhile, a person has been arrested in Kavaralkulam, Anuradhapura for illegal possession of a firearm. The arrest was made following a tip-off received by the Anuradhapura Crimes Investigations Division. The suspect is a resident of Kavaralkulam. A micro firearm and 9 bullets were found in the possession of the suspect. The suspect is scheduled to be produced before the Anuradhapura Magistrates Court today. The development of the roads in the Red Cross village in Mulatiyana, Mahatara commenced yesterday under the auspices of Provincial Councillor Pasandayapa Abhivatana. Because we have no understanding of the value of the ballot, many of those in Parliament are doing things that they are not supposed to do. In the political course of this country, the MP or the minister is doing what is supposed to be done by the state officer. The state officer is doing what is supposed to be done by the MP or then minister. The President has to now intervene to solve more than half of the issues in the country. The President had to solve the issues surrounding the lottery ticket and the bond issue with regard to the central bank governor. Then comes the rice issue. Why should the President meet with that association? A group is creating a rift between the executive and the legislature. A 23-year-old from Atimale, Monragala, has been reported missing for almost 8 days. The missing man has been identified as 23-year-old Anuradha Naikar from Dumbagahababa in Galbatia. His wife says that though he promised to return home the next day when he went to the Chena, he has not been seen since then. He arrived at the field at around 6 and left at around 6:15. He said he will go to his Chena through the forest. He has not been seen since then. A relative said that he was missing. We thought he had come to the village. He had not gone to the field. That is when I sent my sons to look. We have no clue as to what happened to him. Relatives say that the distance from the house to the lodge is around 40 kilometers. They add that they discovered the torch and the motorbike at the lodge. The Atimale police are conducting further investigations. And on to a lighter note, now a college bus was donated to Rahola College, Mathura by the Colombo branch of the Old Boys Union and the Toto Mission. The event was also graced by Venerable Ishu Nagatar, Thero of the Nagayoda Temple in Japan. Today, the Colombo branch of the Old Boys Union of the Nagara Temple in Japan have donated a bus to the Rahula College, Mathura. We held a very simple event for that, attended by the principal and the Old Boys. We take this moment to enhance the Sri Lanka-Japan friendship to the south of the country. On to more news. Now, the government has called for tenders to develop the gas fields in the Gulf of Mannar. The Petroleum Resources Development Secretariat said that companies will be invited to invest in 2,994 square kilometers of sea over the Gulf of Mannar. An Indian company which conducted gas exploration in the Gulf of Mannar discovered gas resources in the region in 2011. However, in 2015, the said company abandoned the project. And in some sports news, now the Sri Lankan team that took place in the T20 Cricket World Cup for the blind arrived in the island this morning. Now, following the conclusion of the tournament, Sri Lanka are placed 9th in the rankings in the cricket for the visually impaired. India defeated Pakistan by 9 wickets to lift the T20 World Cup for the blind title on Sunday in Bangalore. Now, Sri Lanka made it to the semi-finals but defeated by India by 10 wickets. Sri Lankan Suranga Sampath was adjudged the man of the series in B3 category for his 5 centuries in the tournament. With that piece of entertainment news, we wrap up this edition of Lunchtime News. More of the latest and trending stories follows on our website www.newsfirst.lk. We'll see you again at 1:55 with the latest.